Hey guys, so as I am filming this, it is the night of the Emmys, and I thought what better time to film the Bridgerton video that I've been planning for a while here. So I really dove into the Instagram account of the makeup and hairstylist who did the actress who played Daphne Bridgerton, and their team was nominated for, I think, Best Hairstyling or Period Makeup, something like that. As is typical with a lot of awards show, they do kind of the more technical awards earlier than the main broadcast where they do a lot of the acting awards. So we know that the Bridgerton hair styling team already won an Emmy for best, let's get this right. Yeah, so we know that they've already won for outstanding period and or character hairstyling, which is very exciting. I think another team won for best makeup, which isn't too surprising because as you would expect for the time period, it's a very kind of no makeup look. But nevertheless, I kind of combed Linda J. Pierce's account. She's the makeup artist that I mentioned, for kind of all the products that she used on Daphne Bridgerton. So she also included the items that she used on the actress who played Lady Danbury. So if you have a deeper complexion or if you want to replicate that makeup look, then I will include a link to the Instagram account that I am referencing. So I have some B-roll of me doing this hairstyle, and I'm by no means a hairstylist or an expert in updos or whatever, so I did something that I think evokes the kind of Bridgerton vibe that was still within my kind of skill set. So basically I just did a half up ponytail. I braided that and kind of rolled it into a bun with a little bit of teasing and everything, pinned that, and then I curled my lower half, and I tried to curl it all in the same direction so I get this kind of, you know, large curl of all the hair that I think is very kind of Regency appropriate. And then I also have some little kind of embellishments from the Kristen S line at Target. So obviously I don't have a tiara or anything, but I thought that was kind of giving me some of that Regency elegance, if you will. And I think I can use a little bit more of this, if I can find it. I have this Jen Atkin e.l.f. kind of hair gel. I have naturally wavy hair, so I started with hair that was kind of blow dried straight. I'm not sure exactly what Phoebe's natural hair texture is, but it looked very kind of smooth, so I tried to replicate that as best I could. So I think that's it for the hair. The earrings are kind of older costume jewelry. I'll include the brand down below, but I don't know that you'll be able to find these exact earrings. And then I think this was an old necklace from BaubleBar. So this is a little bit more Art Deco maybe, but I think it all kind of works. And if you've seen Bridgerton, they do kind of, I guess as would be appropriate for a period drama that's not, it's based on a romance novel, so it's not like super accurate in terms of the costuming and everything. They kind of pulled influences from more modern time periods. So I think, you know, I can probably get away with that. And this top I got from Amazon. It's just a short sleeve shirt. But I liked the neckline. I thought was very kind of appropriate, and it has kind of longer sleeves that I've been trying to kind of roll up so they're a little bit more like cap sleeves. So if you're doing any kind of cosplay or like a Halloween costume where your entire body would be seen, this may not work, but for the purposes of this video, I think it gives me kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, so I had the TV on because I was actually watching the Emmys on mute and while I was doing my hair and everything, but I think the glare will be too distracting, so I just turned that off. Okay, so I think that's it for kind of the outfit and the hair. Moving on to skin prep. So in the B-roll, I'm wearing these eye therapy under eye masks by Beauty Pro. It says these have collagen, green tea, vitamin A and E, and oh, my pen just came out, that's great. It says they're supposed to relieve the effects of tired, swollen, and puffy eyes, diminish fine lines, wrinkles, and under eye shadow. They're supposed to be an anti-aging formula. There are 3 pairs in here, so I don't think I paid enough attention to that when I was ordering them, but they do have 3 pairs in a packet, which is nice. And they do feel like they kind of hydrated my under eyes pretty well. So anyway, that is something that Linda Pierce says that she used on Phoebe. And then she also, I guess, sent Phoebe home with these brightening sheet masks, also by Beauty Pro. These have collagen, vitamin C, and aloe vera. And it says these are supposed to brighten the complexion and improve elasticity and target fine lines and wrinkles. They're an anti-aging formula and they are cruelty-free. I think these should also be, yeah, these are also cruelty-free. So I haven't used this yet. I might use it tonight while I'm editing this video and let you know how it goes, but I just wanted to highlight that as another kind of skincare prep item that Linda says that she used. So in terms of actual makeup prep here, so she says that she used the Dr. Paw Original Balm Multi-Purpose Soothing Balm with natural pawpaw. This is for lips, skin, hair, beauty, finishing, and cuticles. So kind of an all-purpose. And this is 0.84 fluid ounce. And she used this on Phoebe's lips. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that as I'm doing everything else. It's a very thick formula. Okay, here we go. So that's made in Great Britain, okay. I think Linda is based in the UK, and as you'll see with a lot of these products, she very much is in that kind of traditional makeup artist vein in terms of the items that she selected. Let's see, does this have castor seed oil? I don't see lanolin on it. Okay, so it does say this is cruelty-free and vegan, so I was wondering if it had lanolin in it, but it does not. So yeah, it feels nice and moisturizing on the lips, and it doesn't have, it's not super glossy, it doesn't have a strong scent, so I think that would be a great kind of all-purpose moisturizer for men or for women. So next up, she used the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer, which I definitely wanted to try out. So this is supposed to instantly illuminate, hydrate, and improve foundation wear all day with vitamin C. So this comes in a tube with a cap, and it's kind of a light beige color. It smells a little kind of citrusy, but nothing too strong. Okay, so for the complexion, this is where I kind of deviated the most from what Linda actually used. I'll tell you what she actually used, and then I'll kind of tell you what I'm using instead. So she says that she used the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua, and she applied it with a flat foundation brush and then a Zoeva 103 to buff it in. I don't have that foundation, but I do have the Tarte Hydroflex foundation, which I think is kind of similar in theory anyway, so I'm going to use this. And I don't have the Zoeva brush, but I do have the Sigma Angled Top Kabuki F84 brush, which looked like it is kind of similar to the Zoeva brush. So that is kind of what I am going with. I do have a full video reviewing this foundation, so if you are curious. Again, this is a very kind of no makeup look that we're going for. Normally I would have applied a corrector. Okay, so let's talk about concealer. So she says that she used the Bobbi Brown concealer for extra coverage, and the Bobbi Brown concealer is a little pot concealer, so I'm going to use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Light 2. The Tarte foundation, by the way, was in the shade 12N. So I'm just going to spot conceal using a little rougher number 23 brush. And I think I just have this kind of one blemish here that's kind of healing. So I think that's basically what I'm going to try to cover up. And she says that she used a flat eyeshadow brush to spot conceal, but I like having a very fine brush like this, kind of like I think Lisa Eldridge does spot concealing, so that's kind of the route I took there. Underneath the eyes, so it says that she used the YSL Touche Éclat. The only Touche Éclat I have right now is limited edition, and it's quite old, so instead I'm going to go with this e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, which seems to be kind of a YSL dupe. This is in the shade Fair 10C, which is supposed to have cool pink undertones. So same kind of little brush tip and pen, like clicky pen style applicator. It says she used this under the eye and to highlight. That might have been too much there. I'm not super optimistic that this will be enough kind of on my dark circles, but let's give it a go. So I'm just going to kind of start to blend that in with my finger. It actually has, you know, some decent coverage, this e.l.f. product. I was not expecting a whole lot, to be honest. You know, I think the trick is with like filming and, you know, HD cameras, and for a time period that's supposed to not be wearing really any makeup, you want to make sure that everything is pretty undetectable. I think that actually did a decent job. Okay, and then she used a Chanel powder. I think I'm gonna hold off on that because she used a cream blush, so I'll powder at the end. She says that she used MAC Matte to touch up any areas that were necessary. I have drier skin, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that step. Okay, so she used the MAC brow pencil in Fling, which I think actually will work pretty well for me. This is the same shade. Okay, so it has a spoolie on one end. So I'm just going to brush through my brows. I think I had some of the ABH brow gel in there, which might not be kind of completely washed out. And then this is just like a little kind of roll up pencil. So I don't think this does a whole lot on my brows, but like I said, we're going for a very natural kind of no makeup look. And then she used a number 7 clear brow gel, which I don't even know if that's available in the US or if it's just kind of in the UK, but I'm going to use the Kosas clear brow gel, which I think has a pretty kind of natural hold. It's not as intense as the ABH, I don't think. So next up, let's do the eyes. So she used the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I have a little sample of here. This is just, I think, the original primer potion. She did say to choose the color that's best for you. So if you have a darker complexion, or if you have kind of a more yellow tone to your skin, I think they make a few different shades. Okay, and then she used MAC eyeshadow, which, as I said, like, it's a very kind of old school makeup artist type thing. So I have 2 shadows here. She used this, I think, malt shade all over the lid and up past the socket line, and then strengthened it in the socket. And then she used Brune, and she kind of lined the outer top lash line. So just giving it a little bit of definition without kind of, you know, being too intense. And it says that she used the MAC 239 brush. This is a nice kind of light color. So just kind of giving the barest hint of a shadow. So I think she used this MAC 239 to apply, and then she had the MAC 224 to buff. So I'm going to apply a little bit more on this brush and just go into the socket. And then she used the MAC 219, which I think is a pencil brush, to apply that Brune shade. I don't think I have that MAC brush, but I have a Refer number 3 brush, which I think, I mean, it's a pencil brush, but I think this is kind of similar in theory anyway. So I'm just going to try to apply some of that in a very natural way. Yeah, so I think like really kind of smudging that into the lashes will give you kind of a more voluminous lash look without looking like you have a ton of makeup on. And then she did use mascara. So it says that she curled the lashes using a Primark lash curler. I don't have that particular one. I'm just going to use these Refer lash curlers. And then she used a Clinique mascara in dark chocolate. This is the Lash Power mascara. One thing I did see on the Instagram that I thought was interesting was that she says that like Phoebe, I guess, basically had like her own lash curler that wasn't used on anyone else. And I am not a makeup artist, I haven't been trained or anything, but I would think a lash curler would be kind of an easy thing to disinfect. I feel like I have something in my contact and so I can't see very well. Okay, so this is a super skinny wand. You can see why someone doing kind of no makeup would like this one. I think it does give a little bit of length, and it helps to kind of like darken the lashes. But it's still pretty natural. Okay, so next up I'm going to use the Stila Convertible Color in the shade Lilium. So this is a cream blush, and she says that she used the MAC 159, which is this little like duo fiber type brush. So when I looked at this, I thought it was pretty similar to the e.l.f. putty brush. So if you did want to have a similar brush but didn't want to pay for the MAC, the e.l.f. brush seems to be pretty similar. So I'm going to apply this cream blush with the brush. So that is what that looks like. Normally I think I would apply a cream blush with my fingers, but we're kind of going for, you know, accuracy here. That might be too much. does give a very nice kind of sheen. And I think I'm just gonna go over that with my foundation brush just to make sure it's not too intense. And then it says she used the MAC strobe cream on the collarbones and the brow bones. My collarbones are actually kind of covered up by this necklace, so I'll just try to place a little bit there, and then she didn't say that she put it on the cheekbones, but I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit just for, you know, why not? I did also want to mention when I was filming this video that coming to DC next spring, they're doing some kind of like Bridgerton experience. It's I think called like the Queen's Ball or whatever. So I already bought tickets for that kind of for like my birthday weekend or whatever. So I'll include a link to that down below if you want to check it out. I think they're also going to like Chicago, LA, I imagine New York, but I'm not entirely sure. And I also broke out my Wedgwood cup for the occasion. So I think that kind of pawpaw is mostly worn in. So it says that she used the Pixie Sheer Cheek Gel as a lip stain. And then she also used the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk for wedding and ball scenes. So this looks kind of scary in the tube, but I think it's supposed to kind of sheer out. I guess I'm kind of going for the more kind of done up look because this is, you know, a makeup channel at the end of the day. This does give a very nice flush to the lips. Okay. Actually kind of enjoy that. And I'm not sure how old Phoebe is. She's probably younger than I am. I'm 36 now, I guess. So I don't know if Linda were doing my makeup, if she would go in with some more, you know, heavy duty concealer products. I think I've always had kind of darker under eye circles though. I don't know if it's just because of my complexion or what. Okay, so this is Pillow Talk, and I guess I'll just go ahead and line the lips. I actually prefer Pillow Talk medium. All right, and then I think powdering is the only thing left. So she used a Chanel loose powder, the Chanel translucent powder. I'm going to use this Hourglass, and she says that she used the Zoeva 114, which I don't have, but I thought it looked kind of similar to the Suku cheek brush, which is obviously a lot more expensive than a Zoeva brush, but it looked like it was kind of a pinched, kind of flat brush like that. So I'm just going to kind of dust that on. All right, so that is, I think, the finished look. I'll zoom you guys back in. I'm not sitting in my normal chair because I wanted you to be able to see the back of my hair. So let me know if you think I would pass for not wearing any makeup. Like I said, I think I could use like a corrector or something underneath the eyes just to give me a little bit more coverage. But otherwise, I'm not mad at this kind of complexion. Okay, so just a little bit about skincare before I wrap up here. So she says that she used, in addition to the kind of face mask type products I showed you earlier, she used the Bioderma, which I would imagine would do just fine on this kind of very natural makeup, that sort of thing. So she used Bioderma, and then she used the Liz Earle Hot Cloth Cleanse and Polish, which is a very kind of British brand. So I have this little sample here that I've had for I don't know how long, but I think the idea is that you basically massage this into the skin, dry skin, as a cream, and then you would rinse this like muslin cloth in hot water and then use it to remove the cream. So kind of a like first step in a double cleanse. It has a very kind of spa-like medicinal scent to it. She would also use the Liz Earle Skin Tonic, and then finally she would moisturize with the La Roche-Posay Ultra Cream, and then every other day she would use the Drunk Elephant Marula face oil to kind of add some extra hydration. So that is it in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this look at the products that were used on the set of Bridgerton. Let me know if you are a fan of the series and if you watch the Emmys. If you enjoyed this type of content, please do subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.